What's good, superstars? Back with another McFarlane digital video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good, you?
Burning. I don't care if you're a dragon. You can get burned. Guys, if you're new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know when we post about some crazy, cool utilities like we're seeing from McFarlane. We're going to talk about that in this video. You can also become a superstar VIP. VIPs will learn how to do Rubik's Cubes. It's just facts. Juju is with you if you are a VIP. Guys, already, there's a bunch of you that are VIPs. Thank you for sticking with us. Follow us on X. Follow us on Instagram. Join the Discord. The Discord has a bunch of chats. One for McFarlane in there. We're talking about all the latest and greatest stuff that happens on McFarlane Digital, but also all of your other favorite projects are in there as well. And the communities are intermingling and learning so much from each other. Make sure you jump on the Discord. Rob, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. We got a whole McFarlane section, and also McFarlane Digital does have their own Discord as well, which is very lively, very popular, very active. You can check that out as well. And yeah, today we're going to talk about something pretty interesting, which is this incredible burning, which is interesting because it's utility and we love utility. But before that, we'll get into the news. So Joel, what do we got?
Yeah, so first of all, I want to talk about our giveaways because obviously we have not forgot about the giveaways. This weekend, a little bit more time. Want to have a little bit of an extended show, you know, maybe a live stream. We'll figure it out. We love doing giveaways on live streams, sometimes giving back to the chat over the last couple ones that we've done. And Rob needs some time to put together the spreadsheet. So I think that's number one reason.
I have 2 months. I have 2 months of catching up to do, but I'll get it done. I'll get it done.
Yeah, but anyway, this weekend it will happen for sure, no matter what. Okay, so let's pull up a little bit of news before we get into it. If you guys are on Disney Pinnacle, I didn't know this. I thought that this was going to be going until November, and it looks like the starter set of pins with the Mickey and Friends. If you do not have the full set, if you didn't know, if you collect this full set, you can buy a 4-pack in the store of, I believe, Goofy, Daisy, Pluto, and Minnie. And then the other two you got to find in the rotating store, Donald or Mickey. But once you complete that set, they give you access to 3 free mystery capsules. So when we were in, we did the Princess Drop. That was the earliest one that you can do, one of the first ever sets. Now you can pick whatever is available. So right now I believe they got Cars and Star Wars in the store. So you would be able to pick from those capsules if you complete this set. But it is ending in 72 hours of this post, which was 10 hours ago. So now 62 hours, you will not be able to collect the set anymore, it looks like. At least the first editions, right?
Totally caught me off guard because I thought they had some direction at the beginning when they first released this, that around November, that this would be around until November. So I am surprised that all of a sudden they're going to go and close this up, and we'll see what that means. Maybe they're going to come just to speculate a little bit. Maybe that means they're close to marketplace now. Maybe that means that they're going to do a replacement. Maybe that means I don't know. Maybe they felt like that the numbers are just so high and no one's buying anymore that they have to replace it to get sales to continue. So just caught me off guard because there was some guidance about November, but
I feel like if they don't let everybody in, then it's going to be hard for more people to buy it at the same time, right? So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It makes me think that something is in the works for sure. If they're going to be closing this out, I mean, obviously there's going to be that empty spot on their storefront. So to me, makes sense only that they replace it with something. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. But in 72 hours, Pinnacle Ass can be looking a little bit different.
Yeah, that's very interesting news. Very, very interesting news.
Yeah. Shout out to Grail Game. They have a Lego Star Wars week, and the top hit is Cloudy City Boba Fett. I didn't even know that you could buy like the little figurine, and it was worth anything. But it's looking like this is a Grail that people are wanting to chase. There's a lot more information if you go into here, but it's a holy grail of Lego minifigures. So if you guys ever heard about Boba Fett being a popular character, it looks like it stays true in the Lego world as well. I
wonder if it's a scarcity thing, because like if you're collecting all of these and you're going to pay big money to finish your set, just because like even though you're in a niche and there's not a lot of competition, if you have like pretty much everything and you just need this very scarce Boba Fett, assuming that it is scarce, you're going to pay big money for it. But yeah, it looks like every single company that's popular has some kind of grill, and Grill Games actually found it, and you can win it if you join Grill Games. But don't forget to use our code. We are ambassadors for them, so we have the code Superstar 500, right? If you put it in before you buy, you're going to be able to get extra 500 coins before you purchase any coins.
Yeah, and the thing is with Grill Game, like they're so unique. Like these guys, they don't just stick to one thing. They're not just doing comics. They're not just doing Funko Pops. They're doing a mix of things. They've done Lego sets. They've done Supreme hoodies. They've done crazy different things, sneakers. Like just they keep mixing it up, and it makes me think that the sky's the limit with them. Will they get into digital NFTs? I don't know, maybe. But I just love that they've proven the concept, and they just continue to do it with grails and grails and grails. And I mean, sometimes this might be the cheapest way to get into one of these big grails.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of luck of the draw. We see it all the time in the digital space too, where you go for a blind box and chances are whatever you get is underlisted. It's kind of the same thing, but the nice thing about this is you can send it back. So you don't have to take the physical. You can send it back, recover some coins, and go again.
Yeah, and US only for now when it comes to shipping. So if you do play, make sure you have a US address to have your stuff shipped to. All right, next thing is Cryptoys. Motu Wave 1 is now been vaulted, and also it's been purged. So items have been permanently removed from the inventory. If you want a little bit more information on that, you can go check out their white paper. They update that whenever some of these vaulting things happen. It has been updated from what I've seen as well in some of the other comments. So again, this is pretty cool. This is some kind of burning, I guess you would call it as well.
For sure.
So we're going to get into that for the Mcfarlane'S stuff, but Cryptoys innovating in this way as well.
This is definitely a burning because you are actually taking away supply that was possible. So if Cryptoid does blow up and there's more demand, now your numbers are indefinitely going to be less. But they also gave utility to golden tickets now. So all those people who did max mints and got golden tickets actually can go for one of these vaulted ones and have higher odds now of getting some of the very rare stuff. So I definitely think that this is a very creative, unique way. Haven't seen this in any other platform, this idea of vaulting in order to give items utility. I mean, top marks for Cryptoys for even coming up with something like this. Good job, guys.
Yeah, and it's cool to see it happening with some big IP, right? So Masters of the Universe, no slouch. And we're curious to see if it starts happening with Disney and Star Wars and all that other stuff. So time will tell.
Yep.
Let's continue on here. Vivi, Momi, coming up with some more community utility. Community-driven utility. We know the Gold Dragon Club is all about that on Vivi. We really believe in the Gold Dragon as maybe the top utility item on Vivi because of the people behind the Gold Dragon Club.
For sure.
And Momi taking the charge on the Stormtroopers, almost at 1,000 Stormtroopers. And he says the first person to buy 1,000 of these by the end of this month, he's going to send $1,000 in Bitcoin. Now, do not go run out and do this. Just putting that out there that this is something that is happening in the community. Be it true or not, will he end up doing it? Something we're going to stay on top of. But it looks like he is well on his way to 1,000 Stormtroopers. It's kind of nuts.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we find that in this space, you got to be careful. But a lot of people in the community are they are true to their word. So I mean, he's not guaranteed that he's going to give away that 1,000. But I think he might actually do it because we've interacted with so many people in this space that they are true to their giveaways and they're going to deliver on their giveaways. So let us know, Momi. Who's the winner?
Yeah, it'd be very cool to see. This was pretty cool. Fortnite, obviously they're getting into the Star Wars spirit with May the 4th around the corner, and they have a Lego / Star Wars map or something coming out. Very cool to see this happening, and just again showing mix of IP and brands coming to Fortnite. And again, like we've done videos on this, how much of effect does this have on the digital NFT space? Like, is NFT going to matter when it comes to digital if non-NFT digital items are going to have more utility? So that's kind of why we preach for NFTs to get utility, because then not only can you have the utility, but you can also buy, sell, trade if you have ownership and all that stuff, right? So if you don't, it becomes a little bit harder for you to separate yourself from something like Fortnite, where you own a skin and maybe you can't buy, sell, or trade it, but you have a lot more utility to play with it. You're trying to pull people out of that atmosphere and bring it into a place where ownership and Web3 aspects really matter, right?
Yeah, I think there's a window right now. Fortnite obviously is providing an incredible game. It's extremely popular. A lot of players for every month. But yeah, like Fortnite at any time could come and provide their own NFTs, which you buy from them, that is interoperable with only their game, and people will buy it. So I think there's a window right now for third-party companies that have licensed IP to provide that utility and create some hype with it, because maybe one day they're going to have to compete with the actual provider themselves providing the exact same NFT, but actually giving way better utility because it's through their own company. Mm-hmm. So this is the window right now that digital collectible companies, they need to find utility and find ways to give people a reason to hold these things. Don't just make them buy them because, oh, I like it. They got to give them. You got to give them a reason to say, okay, I'm buying this because I actually can leverage the ownership for something beneficial.
Separate yourself from what already exists, and then that'll be something that people who don't have it will maybe be interested into.
Right.
Echoes. Again, this is a trade. I don't know if it's trademarked yet, but it's something that Cryptoids has been putting out there because of their burns and vaulting. Now we have higher mints than there is edition sizes available. So anything above that edition size available now becomes an echo. On this post, you can click it, you can leave a comment, you can let people know any of the echoes that you have now that the Masters of the Universe Volume 1 has been vaulted. If you have any of those characters, go respond to this post and chat it up with the rest of the people doing it.
They're so innovative that they could just come up with their own names now. And it makes a lot of sense because like an echo of the past. I don't know what it means to you guys. Let me know below. But yeah, we talked about this, right? Like we knew, I think with Fonz, we knew that we're going to have this flip, this reversal where you're going to have mint out of the range of the maximum, which is pretty funny because we just never really seen that before.
Yep, it's true. Again, more Grail game. I mean, like I said, they're coming out with crazy Grails. They got a signed Yoda pop here. You got Grogu, who we know is coming on Cryptoids soon. You got Blue Box Funkos, which are the original Star Wars. So if you're into Star Wars and you like physicals, again, might be something you're interested in. And of course, we talked about the Gold Dragon Club earlier. This is massive giveaway. We're partnering with them for their giveaway of a 7-night stay to Disney's Old Key West in Orlando, Florida. Very easy ways to enter. Owning any Starboy NFT, that's the NFT from our channel. You can own a Gold Dragon and verify it with MikeCat4 on Twitter. You could burn OMI. If you burn, and now it's 1,500 OMI, you're going to get a ticket into the draw. Some people have already burned 15,000 OMI. Someone's burned 30,000 OMI. We are starting to see some of the first ever burns of OMI. The first ever OMI burning utility, I think, that I've ever seen exist has been completed because of this giveaway. So shout out to the Gold Dragon Club for being innovators and pioneers in the space.
Yeah, we did a video saying OMI burning is actually finally here, and it's all thanks to the Gold Dragon Club. That's why we think the Gold Dragon has become like the best collectible when it comes to utility on Vivi. There's really nothing that comes close to it. And now we can actually burn OMI. If you're an OMI holder, I'm sure you're very happy about that. But what we found is that most people would prefer to hold their OMI than burn it. So curious to see how Vivi will incentivize people to burn their OMI to help reduce that supply.
So now that we mentioned people burning things for other things and incentivizing ways to burn things for other things, brings us to the main topic of the video, which is all about this Berserker Series 8 drop for Mcfarlane. The final stage of the drop, there's a multi-stage process here, but in order to receive the gold Berserker Series 8, there's 2 ways to do it. The first is burn 2 dragons of any kind. So if you are burning any dragons, 2 of them, you're going to be eligible to get an airdrop of the gold Berserker dragon. But that's not the only way to enter. Other ways to enter is actually using some XP points. If you didn't know, Mcfarlane, when they started the project, came out with their XP system fully integrated. From day one, it's been integrated, and you've been able to earn points, and it's been very clear how to earn those points. They've changed it up into Season 2, but again, everything works very smoothly, and now you have a utilization for some of those points as well. Again, we do know that there sometimes are snapshots of the leaderboard, so if you're going to be trading in points for this, maybe that will affect your leaderboard standing, and maybe it will affect you for something down the line. Like Mcfarlane is always keeping you guessing here, but I love that there's 2 options for this, and I love that one of the options is burning 2 of your own assets to get another asset. It's kind of a gamification, but at the same time, like, you got to depend on the mint size, the mint numbers, how many are available, and I'm just curious to see how this plays out. I just think it's really cool, and I think that they appreciate making some things more scarce while at the same time making a cool utility for having held those things, and now you can get something that maybe will be really scarce because a lot of people don't like burning things in this NFT space. It's something that people have a hard time doing, it seems.
Well, here's the thing. Even if you don't burn it, if you go to the marketplace, you'll see that exact dragon is selling for 85 Matic. This is what utility can do for your collectibles. Mcfarlane is rewarding holders, and they're rewarding them by picking a collectible that's going to get additional utility, because if you burn it, you're going to get a really, really scarce dragon. So that brings, demand. People are going to now run to the marketplace and try to buy this dragon so that they can burn it to get the even more scarce dragon. This is what digital collectible companies need to do. Find ways to reward your collectors. If you're not doing this, you are not rewarding your collectors because you're just letting them hold indefinitely without giving them any good reason to hold. Now, people on McFarlane are like, well, if I hold these random collectibles that, I bought it, but like I don't love the character, like for example, Blue Beetle, like we're not lovers of Blue Beetle, like we don't love that IP, we can easily sell it off. But you never know. Maybe they're going to couple with an opportunity like this to get something really, really cool on the DC side. So it gives all the collectors a reason to stay sharp. Maybe it's worth holding things because you might be able to leverage that opportunity for something better. And I also like as well that they gave value and utility even to now their points, their XP points. Like now there's a reason to hold because if you get XP points, you can convert them. So even if you don't want to burn your collectibles, at least by owning collectibles and by being a person who's a participant and supporter of the project, you now have these XP points that you can convert for real value, basically for free. And I'm saying that it's not free because you have to buy all the collectibles, but if you're buying the collectibles anyways, this is just a huge bonus.
And I mean, they're fully integrating their physical line now, where you buy some physicals and they come with these cards that you redeem for digitals, and then the digitals may lead to future opportunities at discounts on physicals. So I mean, they're playing that game really well, where they're starting to make the digital kind of matter, and they're also making, like you mentioned, holding matter because they're at least putting the question in your mind: should I actually sell this? They're giving you a hesitancy that might not exist otherwise because you don't know about the future utility because they keep mixing it up. What if one day they say burn any DC collectibles and get this? That Blue Beetle might be something that's really sought after because it might be one of the cheaper items right now. But again, you already have it in your backpack because you say, you know what, I'm not going to sell it for 5 Matic. I'd rather just chill out and see if there ever is a future utility, which we know with McFarlane might happen at any point because that's just what they've been doing. So I want to pull up here before we do that. I want to pull up the actual official guidelines here. So this is the official page of the McFarlane Dragons, the Berserker 8 series, and this is like their Medium article. But basically, it tells you how to burn to mint or XP claim. So that's the other thing, right? So we're now entering our final stage of Berserker Clan exotic mint process, and it is an exotic. So the one you're burning for is going to be an exotic, which is the rarest collectible type. So featuring a long time ask, redeeming XP points. So first of its kind, redeeming the XP points for redemption for a limited time trial for this long requested feature. Requirements: deadline to burn or spend points is by May 2nd. So this is by tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. So basically, you're watching this video, you got to go do it. Yeah. Or else it might be too late. And any burns done after the time will not count towards a gold Berserker Dragon. So the timeline is very important, 9 a.m. Eastern. Snapshots are exact time frames.
That's right.
I know sometimes other projects don't really go by that, but McFarlane, you can bet that they're going to have 9 a.m. snapshotted right at 9 a.m.
That's the industry. When they say snapshot, they mean right at that exact time. And anybody who says otherwise is either just completely delusional or just extremely biased to defend, someone who did something wrong. So when someone says snapshot, that means 9 a.m. If you guys do it at 9:01, you're probably going to miss it and just burn your stuff for no reason. So just don't do it.
And the best part of blockchain is that you can see exact moments and exact seconds and all that stuff. So very, very cool. Option 1, we mentioned earlier, burn your dragons. You have 24 hours to burn. So this is the best. This is pretty cool. This is announced this morning, and they've given you 24 hours. So it's like a race to do this. I mean, if you didn't see this, you might miss out. This might be a really scarce collectible just because some people who might be interested in this might not have even seen the news. I really like the short time frame here because it really means that you got to be on top of your McFarlane correspondence. We know that maybe they could do a little bit better when it comes to communications and all that stuff. But at the same time, if you're a diehard and you're on top of your stuff, you're going to really be rewarded here. You have 24 hours to burn 2 Berserker Series 8 dragons of any rarity. So it has to be a Berserker Series 8 and any rarity from any of the ones that you were able to obtain before. By 9 a.m. tomorrow, you may burn any multiples of 2. So it could be the same one twice. Right. You may also opt in to redeem 2 million XP points per mint of a Berserker 8 Series 8 for up to 3 mints. So you can burn 6 million and get 3 of the gold dragons.
Yeah,
it's funny how it's gold dragons, and we're talking Gold Dragon Club.
I know. What's with these gold dragons is getting just just amazing utility everywhere. But if you are interested in participating in this, definitely get on this, guys. The moment you see this video, check your time, 9 a.m. Eastern. And again, kudos to McFarlane for providing some utility for their holders. And I think this is definitely going to be well received by the community. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Any utility is good utility.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's pretty much it. And I think it's very cool to see McFarlane kind of stepping up their game when it comes to the utility, doing a little bit more new things. That we know that Superman Flash drop, it was buy the Flash, get access to a discount on a physical, that when you buy that physical, you now get codes to redeem for digitals. So it was like a digital to physical to digital. So first time ever for that. Now we're starting to see first time using XP points, and at the same time burning for another scarce drop. So I think this is going to be a fun one to watch. And I don't know. I'm really excited to see what McFarlane comes up with next. We know that they've posted on their website about, I think The Walking Dead was shown on there. Like they've got a lot of things in the works there. So we do know that they have the Warner Brothers IPs and all that stuff. So very cool, and quality never shy on McFarlane.
Yeah, we tracked this company, the McFarlane digital side, the moment they came out, because we saw we know they have that big backing, that big company backing, third biggest toy company I think in North America. Obviously Todd is very well known in the industry, probably has amazing connections, amazing licensing deals already. So we have a lot of faith in the McFarlane project to be able to continue to bring on licensors. So let us know what you guys think about the utility. Do you guys agree that this is actually very unique, something that we haven't really seen much before, where you can burn two dragons and get one super unique dragon? Good for everybody, the holders of the current dragons, good for the people who are burning it. And then you also have the XP. The people who have been committed are the only people who are going to have 2 million XP. So definitely curious to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button, join the Superstar fam, and hit the bell notification button to get every single video, every single day. We do not miss. We are here for you every single day. Also to our VIPs, thank you guys so much. We appreciate your support. We're going to see some super duper rares coming real soon. Looking forward to see that gold star. Got the gold dragons, gold star coming up.
Wow.
Guys, thank you so much for your support. Take care. We'll see you next one. Bye.
Love you.